Welcome back, guys. It's been a long time again. So much thing happened since the last video again. The electric turbo work for a long time now, but always something happen again and again and again. So I'm so tired of it. And again, I have problem. Uh, Luckily, the last video I made a new shaft for the impeller and everything, and it worked fine, really great. No rubbing, no weird vibration, so the tolerance is good enough. So now, what did happen with my MGM controller? Remember last video I said in at the end that I had some problem with the controller. It's been back from repair after 10 months, 11 months, I don't remember. I did have some problem with the tuning of the ESC and the motor. Basically, the motor on the website of Castle Creation said to set the timing to 0, because if you increase the timing, the amperage will go up. And what my problem was is I had cutoff amperage. Every time I try to spool the turbo, I reach the amperage cutoff. So that's when I thought the ESC was not repaired correctly. So back and forth with MGM, they say to try to up the timing. I say, yeah, but that's weird, because if you up the timing, the amperage will go up, and I am already in cutoff amperage. So anyway, I tried a little bit, and it was worse, but I didn't try enough. So one day I was sick of it, and I put 20 amperage, 20 degrees of timing in the controller, and it worked for the first time. So what happened? Why 20 degrees work and 0 doesn't work? Because I have amperage input and peak amperage and everything else. What the ESC try is take in the data log. I will show you the data log. I think I still had it, but basically what happened is the input amperage was super low, like 69 amps input, and the peak amperage, the cutoff is 750. So 69 amp in input and 750 amps peak, so the ESC cut. So increasing the timing increase the input amperage and decrease the peak amperage. So this is why it worked. So now that makes sense, but still no sense, because anyway, if you go up again, the amperage, the input amperage will go up, and the peak amperage still will go up. So there's a sweet spot in the middle. So now it was working super great, but the battery, I did remove a couple cells of the battery, because again, on the Castle Creation website, they say to not go up, go past 33.8 volt, I think, if I remember correctly. So I did decrease my battery pack, but not to 34 volt, a little bit more, because for the voltage drop. So with the voltage drop, I was at 34 volts, but the battery pack was not big enough. So one pull and the battery pack was empty. But again, something's wrong with the battery. It's not supposed to be empty after one pull. It's 20 amp hour battery each cells. So I was supposed to be way enough, 20C at 20 amp hour, so 400 amps of discharge. So I was supposed to have plenty of power, but don't know why. Maybe because it's Chinese battery, or I don't know. So I post my project on TikTok, and a lot of people was helping me, or trying to help me. And one guy in particular, it was a super nice guy. He said, I will give you some lipo and try lipo. I'm pretty sure we get better results. So in fact, I didn't get better results. Like I said, 7 psi of boost, because my gauge boost was like -1 in rest. So when it boosts, we see 6. But if it is at -1, so maybe +1, so between 6 and 7 psi, almost all the way to the RPM range. So yeah, I was ready for tuning the car. So I called my tuner, and we did tune the car almost all the way. Like 95% done. So I did a pull. All went perfectly right. No weird sound in the data log. It looked great. I will show you again the last data log. Why last? Because again, the MGM controller stopped working. I'm sick of it. $1,200 Canadian for this controller, 3-year warranty, and still paid $450 Canadian to repair it, and maybe 20 pass and it blow again. So anyway, I did upgrade the lipo the guy gave me. He gave me 8S, and I upgrade for 10S, and did a massive heatsink. Oh, the battery is fully charged. So I did it. Yeah, I know. I did it. Hey, I did a massive heatsink for the battery, because lipo is really dangerous, and I was not a fan of putting this in the car, but the guy said no, it will be fine. So hope it will be fine if I keep the battery cool with the heatsink, nicely charged when I don't use it, not full charge. So why I did go with 10S, because maybe if I keep the battery to 3.9 volts, not that much more, I'm good for a couple pass with this before it goes to the 3.5 volts, I think. Anyway, so 10S is just for the little compound of for the safety. So yeah, so no more MGM because it broke. New battery. I did run it for three run. So the guy that gave me the 8S battery gave me a new controller to try. Hobbywing Max 5. First with the battery, he wanted me to try the Max 5, but I was like, Max 5, if it was Max 4, yeah, for sure I would try this, but Max 5, what's say? Look, this controller is super powerful, and I'm pretty sure this will beat the MGM. But I was like, yeah, but I don't want to burn it. I burned the MGM twice, so I may burn yours. He said, I don't care. It would burn if it need to burn, but try it. So that's where I'm at right now. For I have the controller for 3 days. So I did change a wire to put in the car and everything. But again, some problem again. What's new with this? So what's the problem is the switch I use on the gas pedal to turn on the controller with the code with an Arduino that Making Stuff Awesome did on the forum. Huge thanks to him. Didn't work with the Hobbywing. So what's my theory with this is because an AC need to be calibrated with the transmitter. So it needs 3 signals: the neutral signals, full throttle signals, and reverse signals. But since the Arduino have only 2 signals, the neutral signals and the full throttle signals, I think that's why the ESC doesn't work with this Arduino and everything. So I will try to figure this out. So for now, yeah, I did try to write a new code with 3 signals just to trick the ESC to have the 3 signals, but it doesn't work. But as right now I'm using a transmitter and receiver RC. So now this work, and you heard the battery said it's full charge. So we will try this Hobbywing like right now as I'm making this video. So I will get my friend in the car, filming in the car. He will turn the little knob for max power, and we will see if the Max 5 is powerful enough. I hope so. Anyway, for the end of the year, because I live in Canada and I have a lot of snow in the winter, so no electric turbo for the winter. So I really want this to work before the end of the summer, and I want to get in the track at least one time. So if the test goes perfect tonight, I will probably go to the racetrack next week or the other one. I want to try it before the end of the summer. So let's get in the car, stop talking, and try the new setup and try to not burn the car down. Yeah, crossing finger. Yes. Well, I didn't take a video in the car because it was not worth it. The Max 5 was not powerful enough. I did like only 3 psi and the ESC cut. So I'm done for this summer. We'll see you in the next summer with a new controller, probably this winter, and a brand new setup. So, ciao. See you next time.